Hello and welcome to a new video. Now, 3 years ago, oh trod, it's been 3 years, I made a video in which I used a little program of mine to randomly generate a canvas made up of many, many small rectangles, and once per day for 80 days, I filled in a rectangle, given a little bit of context, such that I couldn't see the whole picture until right at the very end. Now, that's all very well, but there were a few issues with this. Firstly, and most prominently, it was never supposed to be 80 days, it was supposed to be 100. I just got the factorization wrong. Stupid numbers. So this sword of Eratosthenes has been weighing over my head ever since. So I finally gave in, fixed the factors, set it all up, ready to try again. Last April. Then something happened, not sure what it was, probably not important, I barely even remember, my brain chemistry's fine actually. But then 2026 rolled around and I declared third time's the charm, 1st of January, I was ready to go. A second issue did need addressing though. The guiding artistic principle for the 80-day doodle was that of global absurdity, embracing that since I can't see the picture as a whole, inconsistencies, impossible spaces and accidental illusions were bound to crop up. We're going to take the opposite tactic this time and focus on trying our best to be consistent, partly to give it a different mood to the original, and partly because, well, the idea of images that don't seem quite right the closer you look at the detail has, in recent years, rather lost its charm. For some reason. So, 100 days of blind, consistent doodling to make one giant doodle of unspecified dimension. Are you ready? I'm not. Because I've already done it. It's day 100 for me. I'm way ahead of you. Now, I haven't seen it yet. We'll do that together at this timestamp that you can skip to if you just want dessert. For those who like a proper meal, though, I'm going to send you back to past Crispy at the beginning of the year so that you can hear somebody with hope in their voice. Take it away, me.
Come next January.
Okay, it is the 1st of January 2026, or rather frosty 1st of January, in fact. I'm here with a nice hot chocolate with my cat and also my bot. Here it is. Do you remember the bot? I remember the bot. No. I had to go back to the video I made last year and remember how it worked. Thank you, past me, for showing it in the video. It was very helpful. So what we need to do to get cracking, as I recall, is we need to make a new grid. It's constructed to memory. Still can't see it. That's the whole point of this. I'm going to save it so I don't lose it in the future, and I'm going to get it to give me a new rectangle with get wrecked. Boom. It actually worked. It didn't crash. Hooray. Unlike testing. Okay, so here is our rectangle. The nice... Well, it's a kind of a rectangle, really. There's number 75, so we're sort of 3/4 of the way through, even though we haven't started yet. So like last time, I have myself a little referential colour palette, limited colour palette. Unlike last time, I'm going to try and make it consistent where possible, so my reference this time is actually a little picture that I've drawn, and that is this. This is my little reference. It's going to give me a consistent scale. It's going to give me consistent angles, hopefully. This also appears to be quite a small rectangle, all things considered. So yeah, we're going to go with a more sort of nighttime, kind of bluey hue. People with lamps for heads. Why not? Right, so we're off. I have no ideas other than this little reference image I have here. We're just going to sort of scribble and see what happens. Aiming to avoid circles this time. There are a lot of cylinders last time. We're not gonna do that. I feel like in lieu of cylinders, triangles seems a good replacement. Maybe some windows. Maybe people are selling like food. Or I guess if everyone's got like lamps for heads, it's like batteries or something. So there's a nice little fountain splooshing up into the air. It's a celebratory, you know, it's the new year. It's like the opposite of fireworks. Waterworks? That's something very different, I think. We're gonna do stairs? Are we gonna do stairs? I don't want stairs. I had too many stairs last time. We can do ramps. Ramps are fine. So what we could do is we could have some little triangles there and have some water flowing out because we've got this light blue that we can play with. There's anonymous little lamp head friends. I forgot. Every time I do this, I'm like, okay, yeah, it'll be quick. We'll do like, you know, half an hour doodle every day. And like this sketch is already 15 minutes in. The basis of this language will be triangles because you can't stop me. There are people online who do like, I think it's called conlang, constructed languages. I'm not one of those people. Not supposed to be splashing around in the public fountain. Well, I for one think it looks beautiful already. Should not be taking this long to do background elements on the first day. This is a bad omen. Omen as in, I'm gonna be looking back on this in 100 days time going, oh man, that was a lot of time. Look, it's a new year. I'm allowed to make new mistakes. And by new mistakes, I mean repeated mistakes. On the plus side, by choosing quite a thick line this time, I can't put in too many detail. Kind of feeling a little bit of pressure to make this interesting. But the whole point of this project is that the interestingness will come over the course of 100 days. So you shouldn't in the new year try and impose a large collection of future days worth of stress upon yourself. Because that's what the future's for. Stressing. but spread out over a long-term period of time, so it's fine. And what if just a little gift of flowers is... I mean, it's not that much of a gift because they're bloody everywhere. Now, what do you kids want? I'm gonna have lots and lots of little dots in this one. It's gonna be very dotty. It's not what I expected when I thought, let's not do circles. Dots are small circles, but, you know, they're more fun. Okay, I think I am done, and in record time with just over an hour for this entire recording session. I think this could be good. I think this could be nice. Just silly little guys playing in their dotty, silly little world. I was expecting a lot of straight lines, but dots it is, I suppose. Look, when the muse takes you, something, the will of the people. So yeah, now all I have to do is save this out, stick it into my bot, and it will carry over to the next day without me being able to see what I'm doing. So I will hand you over to Future Crispy, who will give you a small sound bite for the next 99 days. Fingers crossed. Hey, it's actually connected this time. Also, I'm fairly certain pink means an edge, so we're starting at the bottom, I guess. Good to know. You know, it took me a while to add the marshmallows last time, but here we are, day 3. Pyramid jellyfish. Okay, but what if the little lamp flowers are just juvenile lampposts? Ah, the return of the long and thin. Okay, we're getting a bit too complicated again, aren't we? We talked about this last time, didn't we, Crispy? Ah, disconnected one. Okay. Didn't fix that bug, did I? All around me are familiar faces. Ooh, don't step into the lamppost ring. You don't want to know what happens. It's, certainly not something to make light of. We're all going on a winter holiday. Corner, corner, corner. Ah, it's too early to do my little predictive corner painting, isn't it? Boo! That's me in the corner. Well, the rope lights are snakes now. 10 days in and we're already subverting past Crispy's intentions. Good for us. Screw him. Yeah, it's disconnected again. 83! A number bigger than 80! We did it, everyone! We didn't cock up the maths! Yes! That's it. If I find a number bigger than 100, though, I am quitting. Alright, okay. You're gonna give me tall and thin. I'm gonna make line go up. Oh, it's fully surrounded. Ah, how long did that take last time? Also, I've just looked. None of these lines match up, do they? 7? 7? There's nowhere bloody near the rest of them. The smallest we've had so far is like 70. Also, it's literally the size of the reference. I think we're going to be improvising this one. 97. Oh, we're getting into the bloody big numbers now. Also, right on the right-hand side. Okay, fair enough. Let's go for contrast, I guess. Now, the skies above the university. Okay, there's a place of enlightenment, I guess. It's long and thin again. It's huge. Look at this. On a Sunday. You're giving me this on a Sunday? Wait, it's 99. This is the bottom right corner. We found 99. We did do 100. Yes. Still too early to do the predictive painting, though. Boo. Tell us why do we build triangles in the sky? Jellyfish love bubbles, right? That's basically axiomatic. Driftwood floating on the water. Now, I don't want to nail down specifics, but I do like to think that this massive flag draped in front of the windows here is like an advert for apartments with amazing views. I don't know if I should be this happy about getting a small one, but feels nice. Of course, the weekend I'm busy as hell, I get the sodding metropolis again. I wonder if 75 days later, I'll be able to look back on this area and think, yeah, I was having a real bad day there. Okay, I remember this not working yesterday, the whole triangular waterhole thing, so I'm going to try again today and see how they compare at the end. You watch, they'll look identical. Not a lot to go on today, is there? Doing a lot more sappy romantic things in this one. I blame the boys. Well, looks like we got our first, this was meant to be a building, but now it's floating thing. Right, we're really entering the these two things were never considered to go together era, aren't we? Hot jelly balloon. Feels thematic, I guess. Traffic always finds its way into these for some reason. I don't know why, I don't drive.
Upon a February morn.
Okay, I take it back. That's tall and thin. Almost forgot to record the time lapse. At least the lampposts can walk now. And on your left, you'll see the great lamppost migration. Da 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 da. Wow, tall, thin, and disconnected. Oh, my favourite. No! Rectangle 34 on day 35. Ah, so close. Oh, why did I zero index these things? Just as I decided to make this boring office scene, Thanks for Your Time by Gautier starts playing. You know, I don't know if I want to fix the disconnected rectangle bug because it gives me carte blanche to just make something completely different, you know? It's not a bug anymore, it's a feature. How many illustrations do you know that contain, presumably relatively close together, nomads shuffling across the desert and a car park? 69. Nice. And how the hell does all this fit together? There's Metropolis, the Castle Wall, Canal, Boating Lake? I'll work it out. It's just occurred to me that the way I'm shading the jellyfish makes it look like they got little smiles. That's not intentional, but I'm not changing it. Okay, I might have messed up. That was a ramp, not a door. Oh, the bottom of that building's gonna look weird, isn't it? I forgot the time lapse. Balls. Cars, jellyfish, lampposts, people traveling to work alongside vaguely depressing corporate posters. Standard stuff. You know, I could have made a supermarket scene without depressed retail workers skiving round the back, but I never said my art was pure escapism, did I? Number 1! Weird that it's not on an edge though, isn't it? We discover more and more jank by the day, didn't we? My cat woke me up at 3:45 this morning by bringing a live mouse into my bedroom. Just so you know. The desert's in the sky, everybody! The desert's in the sky! It's, lonely at the top. Sorry, I had to make tortillas. What was I drawing again? Box 50! We got box 50 on day 50! Ah, what a way to celebrate the halfway point. Oh god, we're already halfway, aren't we? What if there were big, like, balls people could ride? Okay, no, I'm immediately reconsidering that idea. Yeah, I'm really struggling to work out what the stuff on the left is. My memory's terrible on the best of days. Incidentally, last night, my friends, who don't know I'm doing this, joked that I should have hidden an amogus somewhere in my 80-day doodle, so, you're welcome. Welcome to the underworld, where everything's just sort of wibbly. You see, now I'm just hiding massive balls everywhere. You see, the fact that there's more life in the desert than there is in the shopping centre is satire of something. Okay, there's been much going on today. It's 9:45 in the evening. I've just finished streaming. Haven't been able to work on this yet until now, so here's hoping it's a small one. Yeah, oh, it is. It is small. You know, I tried to make this joke in the first video and it didn't work there either. I'm not allowed a punchline, apparently. It is important in a picture as big and busy as this to put some empty space. This really helps with the, what's it called? Time. It helps with time. Oh, the lake's overlooking the abyss. What's the opposite of an infinity pool? A null pool? It is remarkable, given how much I moaned about stairs in the last one, that I somehow managed to make a whole area that's just stairs, but worse.
And what?
0! We're still not on an edge though, are we? Oh, I give up. Wait, that's above the university. But that's the start? I thought... No, because that's not... That isn't the... No, hang on, because if we... Whatever. Sandy. Apparently that's all the commentary my brain can muster today. Almost forgot the time lapse. I quite enjoy just sort of dotting in a whole desert. It's probably very boring to watch, but it's nice to do.
What should you do, Doodle? Have you doodled Rowena yet? Apart from her doodling boys kissing, so that's always enough. What about girls kissing? It's a Christian household.
Put your hands up, you're completely surrounded. You know, if there were more room on this canvas, I'd probably emphasize that the flower that guy's trying to pull out is actually some sort of giant anglerfish. When I say fish, it's probably another ball, isn't it? Oh, we found where the fairy-light snakes hang out. It's the building site come landfill, naturally. Day 69. And what could be sexier than ruins? Whoa! Get a load of that Ozymandian hubris. Whoa. The water just ends here. Presumably a waterfall. One that the lampposts are marching towards. Okay, that's probably an issue. The good thing about having these big dark... I mean, the bad thing is I don't know how to refer to them without inciting an innuendo. More desert. Because, you know, still feeling saucy. Third corner, top right. Yeah, and the sky's actually in the top this time, so that's encouraging. Love struck a fool and for a lamppost. I'm also a lamppost, giving out my deepest lamppost. Remember, everybody, to support your local businesses. And me, I guess. Pretend I'm local. I can do some accents. Yeah, I think it's fine. Sometimes you just get a little eight-brow of triangle. Eight-brow? Eight-brow. Outbreak. You get a little outbreak of triangles. Eight-brow is like... Eight-brow is Dutch for, like, to use food. That's it. They're using the triangles for food. That's what's going on here. That's definitely what I meant. You know, it does disconcert me a little bit that this rectangle has 5 unfilled neighbors. Just, you know, it's a lot for day 77. That's all I'm saying. Wow, this this is not giving me much space to turn the sea into the sky, is it? Some numbers. Day 79. Rectangle, 88. Hours of sleep, 4. Minutes spent staring at this canvas dissociating, 15. Hours spent laying face down on the bed, 2, I think. What an entertaining video this is turning out to be. Right, I think I have covered up for the fact that none of that lined up even remotely close. And all it took was an informal car boot sale. Who'd have thought? You know, the big difference that I'm noticing between this 100 days thing and the 80 days one is that this time I'm really just allowing myself the ability to kind of let go and just do patterns. You know, dots, triangles. It's therapeutic to not have to think about specific places or vignettes, you know? But then again, you know, what if little guys in hazmat suits doing science?
Have we found the source of the triangular scourge?
Probably not, no. They're bloody everywhere. You know, you think with a rectangle this small, I wouldn't be able to make it look like an absolute mess. And you'd think wrong. Okay, that is long. And that is thin. And the two sides look nothing like each other. Brilliant. What a fun challenge for a day when the cats kept me up all night. By the way, keep talking about my cats. It's these buggers. That's right, I'm doxing them. What are they gonna do about it? Take out a hiss and desist? Cease and desist. That would have been better. See, if I put in enough stairs at wibbly enough angles, right, then you won't notice that, you know, none of this lines up. Please do not feed the fairy lights, or the street lamps, or... You know what, best just avoid feeding anything that's meant to be inanimate. Hey, there's the first attempt at the triangular waterhole. You were right, me, from 50 days ago. It did look like crap. What if we start with a triangle? What if this all started with triangles? What if triangles are this world's creation myth? And lo, on the third day, Trod said, let there be right angles or something. Actually, I'm reading Love Triangle by Matt Parker at the moment, so that might explain my, you know, pro-triangle bias. Try us. Oh, the desert's above the castle. You know what? It's probably time to admit this. I've got bugger all idea what this picture looks like. Day 90, home stretch. Giant snake.
Then one day in April,
It's 5 minutes to 10 in the evening. I've just finished stream, went to clear my desk, saw my stylus, and thought, ooh, I haven't drawn anything today. Been a while since that's happened. Oh god, I haven't drawn anything. And of course, the box I get's friggin' massive. I'm going off this project, you know. Sometimes I draw a city scene and I like it so much I don't want to put people in it. So, you know, then again, that's what I think about real cities. So. Triangle lacrosse! It's not quite trumpet tennis, is it? I don't think this picture's gonna make sense, is it? Final week. Look at those heathens standing inside the Holy Pyramid, worshipping a square. What's the world coming to? I'll be honest, kind of feel like I'm just in-betweening at this point. Know what? Sod tweening. Massive triangle meteor. Boom. This is why you shouldn't hire me as an animator. Is a lighthouse in a world full of lamps just more of a distraction? Would a dark house make more sense? 3 days left. Big balls. Not afraid to say it anymore. Yeah, I was expecting a more significant personal growth, but you know, it's something, isn't it? Kind of apprehensive now. Funny how it flips so quickly. I mean, this is exhausting, yeah, but what do I do when it's finished? And the top left corner to finish. Rectangle 21. Sure, that might as well make sense. Didn't we finish in the top left last time? Corners have fewer neighbours to get picked from, I guess. Slightly melancholy ending. Lots of hugs, parting farewells. Got to put credits on the banners and posters, at least. And, of course, finally tried my traditional corner guess as to what this picture actually looks like. Significantly less confident in this one, but we'll see in a bit, won't we? Support human artists, everyone. And, jellyfish artists, while you're at it. And, oh my trod, is that a crab? Well, wasn't that fun? Was it? It was mostly exhausting for me, but now it's time to reveal the final thing. Somehow. I think I've wrote down the instructions from last time. Hang on. Ah, here they are. So what we got to do, we got to drag our little bot back down here, and well, there's kind of instructions there, but they don't really make an awful lot of sense because I wrote them 3 and a bit years ago. So what I think we need to do, we need to load in our grid that we've done so far. We're gonna get wrecked. Hopefully it'll say that there aren't any more rectangles. No rectangles remain unfilled. Good. That's what I wanted to see. And now I think all we do is print. We just click print. There we go. Okay, right, cool, fantastic. You can go away now. You've done your job. There is grid.png. I have actually hidden the thumbnail, so even I don't get to see in advance what it's going to look like this time. So I get to drag it into here, and we'll see it together. 3, 2, 1, boom! I said boom. Oh, bloody hell, that's huge. It's huge. That is taller than I thought. Wow. A lot more water. So much water, it's just spilling everywhere. And there's, oh yeah, I forgot about the metropolis at the bottom. That's probably important. I thought the bit of darkness in the middle, I thought that was way bigger. I thought there was way less water. I thought the sky was smaller. I thought the desert was bigger. It felt bigger. It was mostly empty. The underworld stretches like halfway up the image. Also, like the sky with the buildings on strings, that's almost in the middle. I wish Clip Studio had some sort of like stroke count system, because I'd love to know how many dots I put in this thing. It's so dotty. Given that I started this with the intention of being like, yes, triangles. This is not the triangle drawing, this is the dots drawing, isn't it? Oh, we get the comparison. We get the comparison of the 2 whole triangular water holes. They're just, oh my god, night and day. Yeah, I was not having a good day there, and I can tell by the fact that I drew somebody face down in the water. Yeah, turns out you can tell, you know. It's really cool. I thought the university would end up being really big. It's not very big at all. There are more stairs than university. And they're still building the university by the looks of it. I didn't really think about that. So I did start this with the intention of being like, okay, no impossible geometry. We're going to try our best to keep it consistent. But obviously on a giant scale, I haven't kept track of that at all. You're going to have to assume the water is flowing downhill for a lot of this. Because you've got a dock leading into a building that you go down 20 floors and then come back out. And oh, look, the dock's still there. So long as you understand the water is affected by gravity, I think you're fine. Did we start at the bottom? I don't remember starting at the bottom. Where is the start? It is at the bottom. In the bottom middle. I have no memory of this. It was 3 and a bit months ago, so I'm not surprised. And I was worried that it wouldn't have the same sort of demarcation of areas that the original had, but I guess my insistence on having some squares be like solid yellow and solid blue, it's turned out quite nice. I'm quite pleased with this. I think it would be fun to sort of peer and look at, you know? I'm going to put the full version of this up on Patreon for my supporters and stuff. So hopefully they can have a little bit of fun nosing around and all that sort of thing. Well, before we say goodbye to one another and this endeavour, I thought it would be nice to have a giant time-lapse. I thought I would stitch every single one of these time-lapses together into one big picture so you can see how the whole thing formed over the course of the last 100 days. So before we say goodbye, let's have a nice little chill out and watch that form in front of our very eyes. thank you for indulging me in this second take of a video. I very much hope you enjoyed it. And thank you so much to my supporters who, in small pieces, collectively assemble themselves into an extraordinarily generous whole, allowing me to undertake such nonsense with a modicum less financial concern. However, you may well be asking the burning question in the elephant in the room's mind. 80 days? 100 days? Is there maybe a third attempt on the horizon? No! No, of course bloody not. I don't even know why I did this twice. It was exhausting the first time, let alone the second. Do you have any idea how long my to-do list is? What a stupid question. Right, I'm off to go and do something else. Everyone go home. Show's over. We're done here. Bugger the lot of you. God, do it again. I'm getting exhausted. God, you guys need to go watch something else. Trod almighty. We're going to check we have actually done everything by typing in get rect to get a new rectangle that we haven't done. That's not good.